Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Major Jonathan Kellman here, District Officer for the Salvation Army in Belize, located in the heart of Central America. Today is Saturday, September the 19th, and we have come to the end of another week of 10 major minutes. And in this week, we have been focusing on the idea of traveling. The theme has been on the road again. For those of you who have not been able to soak up any of it, let's do a brief recap of this past week. And we're back. So today now we're going to conclude the whole on the road again. Travel with talk about the roundabout. And for some people, when they see that sign saying roundabout ahead, they get nervous. For me, I like roundabouts because I come up in Barbados and we have so many of them. And you get so accustomed to using them. And it's a great way. Roundabouts are designed to keep the flow of traffic going, eliminating the need for stop signs like at intersections and and traffic signs, not just stop signs but traffic signs. You will find like there's a lot of build-up, and so when you have the roundabout, the traffic keeps slowing and people just merge. And the technique about using the roundabout is that you slow down and then merge into the traffic, and you can only go one direction. There are intersections with traffic lights, and you have arrows pointing. You can go this way, that straight ahead, and you have to wait till your light comes. And sometimes you have to wait a long time, especially if you're in a lane that people don't go to often. The computer program that traffic light not to give you too much time to get the green light. So it affords a smooth transition through the intersection, which gives me the idea of thinking about going through life. We have to go through obstacles along the way. We have to go through toughness. We have to go through challenges. But when we meet them, God gives us a way of maneuvering through and continuing forward. Yes, we slow down, we contemplate, we reflect, we call on Him, and He gives us the guidance, and we go through. Now, another thing about the intersection is that with traffic lights, like you got to turn, you got to cross paths. If you want to go a certain direction that is not straight ahead. Now the key thing about the roundabout, and if you're using GPS, when it comes to a roundabout, they tell you, take the first exit, take the third exit, depending on how many exits there are on the roundabout. So suppose you want to turn left. When you come to a roundabout, you have to go all the way around and then you can go off in the lane. You don't have to worry about intersecting a vehicle that is trying to go straight across you or one that is coming ahead and then you have to wait. No, you can just go around the roundabout. So this is a great way of alleviating accidents because of the slower speed and because you're going around, then you can get to where you're going. One of the key things about roundabouts, and it all depends once it works well and is designed well, if you got a stop sign, a regular intersection, you have to wait, and if you are on a minor road and people coming down on a main road, you have to wait till it's clear, and sometimes there's a lot of them coming down, and you have to wait and wait and wait and wait till you get a chance to then pull out, and then you may get knocked. Similarly, at the traffic intersection, you gotta wait and wait and wait. But then, if you got a roundabout, everybody stands an equal chance of merging in and getting. There's no main road and a minor road. There's all 4 or 5 or 6 roads meeting, and then depending on the flow of the traffic from one section, everybody has a chance. So I like roundabouts give you that kind of equality, right? Everybody has a chance. That's one of the good things with God and salvation. No person because of their color, because of their class, because of their religion, because of their location, the history, nothing. All these things cancel out, and in the sight of God, we're all just equal. I used to like this pastor that used to use his slogan. I think it was in Jamaica. Harold Blair on this one. Say, the ground is level at the foot of the cross. The ground is level at the foot of the cross, which means all of us stand a chance to get redemption and salvation when we come to God. Roundabouts, man, and Belize, we have so many of them all over the country. Even in San Pedro we have them, and it's great because of all the things that I just mentioned. And when we go through life, but there's one thing, and this is the roundabout. Suppose you go on the roundabout and all of a sudden you realize you should have gone that way. Well, then you can still keep going all the way around. You may look silly if somebody watching you, but you can go all the way around that roundabout and you can turn, you can come back in the same direction you had just come from. You forget something up the road, the roundabout, you just go up there, come away around, do a 180. Yeah. And sometimes, a few times, I have to say that quietly, I've been on the roundabout and I forgot where I was going. And when I get there, I go all the way around and keep going straight. Just like I did the complete 360 in the roundabout. Because it was, and then I found out that it was the wrong exit. I should keep going. So you have that chance that you can correct your mistakes. Isn't that good? Isn't that remind you about God and second chances, the roundabout? Because you have opportunities that you could correct the mistakes you make. Now in Belize, especially when you're going up on Philip Gosson Highway, there's a lot of one-way streets, and to prevent people from getting killed, they have these barriers, concrete barriers in the street. So what helps you from having to go so that you can just go up quickly to a roundabout, turn and come back, going the opposite. You get over to the other side. Saves you from crossing the line of traffic and getting knocked because people coming down at a certain high speed, high velocity, and you stand a chance of getting killed. These are protections that are put in the way to help govern traffic. There are rules and regulations all over the place, and the roundabout reminds us of so many things, especially second chances. Tells us about a way to get through difficult moments and continue in the direction that we're going by slowing down and taking precaution, looking around. This is what we have to do in life. When danger threatens or when tough decisions to be made, we slow down, contemplate, consult God, and then we keep moving. We see that in the roundabout, it gives an opportunity for fairness, and this is one thing that we think about, especially in life where people are vulnerable, people are taken advantage of somebody that we have the opportunity that we can receive fair treatment and have justice. At the roundabout where the ground is level, everybody has that chance to get through. What can I say about a grateful moment? What do you think about roundabout? I believe I want to say that I am grateful for the times in my life where I can correct a mistake before it's too late. Because sometimes if you're going on a highway like in North America, England, Europe, if you make the wrong turn off or you don't turn off in time, you have to drive for miles and miles and miles before you can turn. But when you have a roundabout, you can turn back or take another exit, turn around, come back in, sort yourself out, and nobody knows any different. Anybody think you just needed to turn there, especially in the States when they have these layovers, flyovers, there's normally like a food court or something, so you can pretend like you go to the food court or the gas station, and then you can get right back on. And that's the key thing about a roundabout to me. It signifies a possibility for me to get where I want to go, but still be safe. Thinking about that reminds me about how God is enabling me to travel where I want to go, where I should go, where He wants me to go in safety, and I'm able to get there. Thank God for His protection for me along the way as I travel. Now, bite-sized boost. We couldn't leave without a bite-sized boost on this weekend. Man, I have a serious bite-sized boost today. As long as I can get the computer screen to come on, I was just checking these things out, and I was so surprised by I would say not just surprised, but encouraged and motivated, challenged, I would have to say, by the quotes for the bite-sized boost. Remember, this is times of motivation. It says, Ken Perot says, today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. That's self-explanatory. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow that you want. Right? Unknown person says, nothing is stronger than a broken man rebuilding himself. Nothing is stronger than a broken man rebuilding himself. Nothing speaks more volume than a broken man rebuilding himself. Kendrick Lamar says, I always thought it was me against the world. And then one day I realized it's just me against me. Sometimes we are our worst enemy. Sometimes we are our worst deterrent to progress. And so he says, it was a great revelation when I realized one day it's not me against the world, it's me against me. So then now you can rebuild yourself. Oh, you get it? Richard Nixon says, the former president of the United States, Richard Nixon says, a man is not finished when he is defeated. He is finished when he quits. So what is that saying is that when you lose, right? When you are defeated, when you lose a battle, a game, or whatever it is, say that it's not the end of the world. Life is not over. you have opportunity to retake the exam. You have an opportunity to do over certain things. There are some things in life that you may not have that opportunity again, but for most of the things that we're involved in, we have that chance to start again or continue again. So we are not totally finished when we lose, and we see that in basketball, the NBA teams, they come back again another season, even though they lose the championship or the playoffs, right? We are finished when we quit, so let's not quit. All right? Now, Paulo Coelho says, the world is changed by your example, not by your opinion. The world is changed by your example, not your opinion. Think about that. Think about that as heavy. It says that the things you do can change the world. When you just saying, sharing your opinion, but all talk but no action, it only goes so far. But action speak louder than words. And then one more. If you don't build your dream, this is what the Dubai Ambani says. If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to build theirs. Wow. So, my dear friend, we are on the roundabout. And we're not just going to spin it over, because you can't just keep going around the roundabout and not come up. There's an exit. Choose your exit well. Exit with caution and continue going on in your journey. God bless you. Have a tremendous weekend.